That's the topic that I thought of first when I said we were going to talk about something. So, LGD, I got 2-0'd by Magma.
That
I
happened.
didn't see it coming. Their drafts were a little bit weird. I could still see the techies coming out again. I thought.
Wait, here's a story.
Okay.
Here's a story for techies. Okay, wait, I have to close my door for this because the neighbors might be listening. I thought. Actually, hold that thought. I'll tell in a little bit because the screen just blackened, which means the draft is going to be just around the corner.
You don't want to tell the story anymore?
I will during the draft.
Okay, so is that you saying let's get into the draft?
I guess. Let's get into the draft.
Sure. All right. You heard the man.
Thank you very much. Anyway, story time. I played the techies today. I played offlane techies. The enemy had a Medusa. What?
Okay, go on.
No,
This is the same situation against Magma.
No, not the same situation. But what happened is I fought a Medusa 1 versus 1. I went for right-click techies, and I used my taser. Right, he hit me once. He's disarmed for 3 seconds. He hits me again. He's disarmed for another 3 seconds, and then after 2.5 seconds, my taser exploded, and he's disarmed for another 3 seconds. So he literally couldn't hit me at all, and I beat a Medusa in a man fight as a techies.
So you're saying bring techies into this game?
Yeah, taser is actually one of the most insane abilities I've ever seen.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it. So IO Chen getting banned by LGD.
Tiny,
We've been seeing some zoo meta. What did I say? IG? I meant LGD.
Yeah. And RNG picks Tiny now. That means they ought to win, right?
If they don't, I would be a little surprised. Tiny has felt very strong.
They go Venge instead.
Maybe the setup to also getting Tiny if LGD somehow don't pick it here.
Yeah.
I'd be a little concerned if they didn't.
Yeah, we've seen the power. It's very powerful. I mean, if you don't go Tiny, perhaps you set up for a good against Tiny heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I don't know if they want to play Tiny, to be honest, because they lost the TI Grand Final with it, so it might hurt a little still. Picking the Rock
Yeah, but
man,
that would, I guess. That was a different time.
It was a different time.
A time we don't talk about. Grimstroke. Okay. Does that mean Queen of Pain's coming out next? No, Ember. Oh.
I am Tiny.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Is Tiny gonna go buff unpicked?
Ember is too good now. He's gonna be picked way too much, and then it's gonna get nerfed again.
10 seconds
hopefully.
remaining.
Well, I'm pretty sure just pick Tiny, right? Like, what are you afraid of? It's just too good to pick right now.
I guess you're afraid of the Inkswell, the Searing Chains, the lockdown.
It's just one of those like situations where they're like overthinking it because they didn't pick it. They must be thinking of something that's really great against it.
Shadow Fiend again
against the Ember. That's a very good matchup, at least. If they choose to play it middle.
Yeah. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
What's happening with SF today? How is the second phase twice, or the first phase twice?
It's first phase twice. Neither team is extreme gaming.
You paparazzi fanboy.
I am. He's earned it.
Has he though?
He
hasn't played against a T1 team yet, has he?
If Ricky was here, he would be backing me up on it.
Yeah. But why do you think he's not here?
I don't know. He's probably sleeping. He lives, I think 2 hours behind I'm at. So it's 5 a.m. for him.
I should also be sleeping, to be honest. Well,
True.
They do end up banning the Tiny anyway still. I really don't know why they didn't just pick Tiny. There's no way they would have banned SF. But, yeah, now Tiny is out. Darkseer is out. Bad Rider ban. Very interesting.
10 seconds remaining.
Have you played the new Bad Rider at all?
No, I actually have. I haven't played Dota in like the last 2 days.
Oh. Have you seen the? No, it's not possible anymore. But there was this small time window where you could buy Manta on Bad Rider, and your Manta illusions applied sticky napalm and dealt bonus damage. So you just dealt like a 10,000 DPS.
Dire team ban.
Or super balanced. Like you kill every hero in like 1 second.
Is that balanced?
Well, they nerfed it. It's removed from the game, so probably not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But can we
And
get it
Zeus had
back?
the same
10
thing.
seconds remaining.
Where Manta style with Zeus, the right clicks would
5
just
seconds
remove your
remaining.
HP by 9%.
LGD's turn to ban.
It's also out of the game, of course.
PSG
But Tiny's still in the game. Oh, Pangolier wasn't banned. Oh, I completely forgot about that because it was first banned the entire time. Now they have Pango, Grimstock, and Ember. Good luck, SF. I wish you well.
Yeah, not feeling like he's going to be able to get all too much done, and that's a little bit of an issue.
10
For sure.
seconds remaining.
Just a tiny bit.
As we saw in the last
Bloodseeker
game.
gets banned as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. There's still a Bane if you want it. To grip the Pango. Pretty much one of the only supports left against the Pango. It's also one of X-Nova's favorites, so why not? I guess Disruptor could look pretty good too. Because when SF pops BKB, it's pretty intimidating. Most people want to run away from that. Can glimpse him back into the fight, perhaps. Or, as always, you just
Team pick.
take super much time. Treant. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's actually really good against Pango too. Treant plus Venge offlane is also super strong. If that's their
10
3-4.
seconds remaining.
The minus armor plus the Treant hits.
Right.
5 seconds remaining.
Good stuff. So just go Treant Bane? Or
I guess that
is it 3 and
could, but
5?
is your team fragile at that point? I guess not with the Treant, but like it feels very.
Venge Treant and Bane are pretty survivable, I'd say, and SF after the BKB also will be. But they will have an abundance of stun at least.
The lockdown for LGD, not entirely there just yet.
LGD's
I go Tusk.
Tusk. Okay, so it's Revenge Tusk at a 3 and 5. What do you want to pick against that? Probably a hero that can.
10
Like,
seconds
PA looks
remaining.
decent, but I think they're gonna last pick Armor's hero, no?
5
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
usually what they do.
Yeah, like Terrorblade looks really good too, honestly. TB, PA.
Just throw the Ember 1 and pick up Tinker.
Yeah, but they have no building damage. Could work with the Nash's Prophet.
They could still go Techies.
They could. And then offline Pangolier. Yeah, I dig it. But I think most of the time when they played Pango, it's on Sync Q.
Yeah. But could go into the hands of Faith Beyond.
Yeah, it could. I don't know how comfortable he is on that though, because we've seen his Mars being a little bit lackluster.
Right.
What else?
Dire team
I think
ban.
TB gives them a lot. The Lich. So it is an offlane Pango then.
Or say offlane Lich.
No. I mean, Lich is always good against damage, physical damage lineups,
10
right? You have the
seconds
70%
remaining.
reduction. It's not bad. Makes heroes quite tanky.
5 seconds
And also sets.
PSG
Oh, Terrorblade was actually banned.
Turn to ban.
What am I smoking? If it wasn't banned, I would have picked it though. Obviously. So what other options do they have? TA is banned out now. There's still Troll. Oh, Drown Range.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Or how about a Medusa for RNG? Let's go super right click.
If you go Medusa, though, you have to definitely ban out the PL, right?
Yeah, but they're not going Medusa. So
Yeah, but you said it.
yeah, but they won't do it. What about a +1 Slada?
Hmm.
You beat Penguin lane.
Minus armor is pretty decent.
You have SF combo. Or Bristleback.
PSG LGD's turn to ban.
Wraith King. They have double Chain Frost, I guess.
Yeah,
Dire
it's a
team
pretty old school
pick.
combo.
And the Razor.
So you're laning against Pango Grim.
PSG
It's not an easy
LGD.
lane.
Doom. Feels
There's
like a
Carry Venge then.
and carry Venge.
So RNG is really doubling down on that playstyle then, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
what carry do you want now?
the God King kind of taking over this
5
2
seconds
role.
remaining.
Yeah. Medusa and Drow look quite good.
Phantom
Phantom
PA.
Assassin.
I actually was gonna say you don't want to go into the PA because of the Doom break with the Axe Scepter, but it can still work. Like he needs to get there first.
Carry Venge.
Yeah, so they're really just doubling down on it.
I don't know if I really like the carry Venge.
I'm not the biggest fan, but if your snowball can work, I think it goes well with the SF.
Right.
So yeah, it can definitely work. It's a little risky, but the PA into the Doom is also a little bit risky. So there's risk all around. Someone should crush mid lane. Ember doesn't really have a game against SF, so they'll have to rotate and help him. But yeah, you know me. If there's an SF in the game, I'm going against the SF.
Right. You go in LGD.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Ame kind of pop off with this Phantom Assassin a couple times. Did it in the final. So I have to go LGD here. I don't really like the draft of RNG. I'm a little worried at what they've got going on in terms of the whole trying to make the God King kind of play this 2 positions, Somnus play the 1. So I'm interested to see the build for the Shadow Fiend. It's a little bit concerning, that's for sure, coming out here from RNG. But it's a playstyle that was kind of working. So we'll have to see if it's on the back of Somnus, if they can get themselves the victory, if they can work and get this all to come to fruition for them. It might be a little bit tough, though. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So let's get into the game. Get into game number 1 and see LGD against RNG in this elimination BO3 and figure it out. Good luck's coming in.
Let's get it going. Okay. So.
Oh, Somnus.
Where we at? First blood?
He
he was AFK.
Yeah.
He was literally AFK. He walked forward after unsmoking everybody. He tapped out to Facebook. 100%.
To Facebook.
Oh, whatever they use. Oh, but now Armor potentially. They're waiting for him too. They're gonna start with a stun though.
30 seconds.
Oh, Armor. I think Armor's gonna die. 99% chance it's gonna die.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well. So, 1-1. Pre-horn. Pings out the vision. They get the kill on Ame.
He kind of should have expected it, to be honest, because they didn't show anywhere else. They're not just gonna give up 3 runes for free.
Yeah. End up going.
But we
2
know
for 2.
Armor. He likes to be a little risky-bisky.
The big thing is the first blood went for the Ember, so he's gonna have a very fast bottle.
Yeah, and it's very much needed against the
SF.
SF.
I got you.
Thank you. Wouldn't have
I figured it out.
found it out without you, yeah.
Cool. So we'll see the matchup.
Yeah, should be very one-sided though.
You think so?
I mean, SF should crush him in theory. It's a very bad matchup. Do you like Cookie though?
Do I like Cookie?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Oh, I think you said cookie dough. Chalice getting run down here by Ame. I feel like I said that there was a cookie in that exchange over by the bottom lane. Even though there's no Snapfire in this game.
Yeah. There's
Did
no
I?
Snapfire, so... No, you didn't.
Okay.
You're good.
That's where the anxiety of the brain comes in. It's like, did I say there was a fire snap cookie? Nature's Grass comes out from X-Nova, and Y just looking to deny here. He also throws that Frost Blast out onto Chalice, who's taking a lot of damage. She's at level 1 of the score.
Yeah, no Devour yet at all.
X-Nova. Frost Blast definitely hurt, and you've got 2 mangoes for the Lich. Level 2 would go to the Frost Shield, which will allow Ame to maybe jump in a little bit more comfortably. Because who doesn't like the damage reduction being 30% early on? Nothing to say. Ooh. Where's the Papa South?
Yep, out of mana now in Summoner Store. Bottle arriving momentarily. There it is.
Selection over bottom. Now maybe a little bit more damage than he's totally comfortable with.
Yeah, and he's not farming the best either, but the lane isn't easy, it really isn't.
Ooh. And Nature's Grasp almost hit to cancel that salve. Nothing to say, not enjoying his time either. I've noticed this has been a little bit of a trend with him too. His mid matchups haven't exactly gone as one-sided towards his direction as we've kind of expected.
Yeah, he's certainly been starting to struggle a little bit more. There might be ping, because I think he's still in Malaysia, right?
It could be ping issues, but I'm pretty sure he was there for the season as well.
Right.
Snatched from your grasp.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. He'll bounce back. Hopefully.
Potential.
Probably.
Maybe. So, X-Nova pulling the creep wave, throws the Nature's Grasp down, just trying to get some gold out of this one. And bottom lane, it's been going okay. We haven't really talked about Venge yet. 20-4 on God King.
Yeah, Venge is a very strong lane. It has good base stats. So
Inkswell looking for Somnus. Stroke of Fate lands, and ooh, nothing to say, backs away from it. Could have got the Inkswell to pop onto the Shadow Fiend, but seeing that the Tusk was coming in, he wanted to get out of dodge off the high ground. Probably the right call.
Wow, what a
And
play,
picks
but
up
nothing
a
to
water
say.
rune, and now Felix is just gonna be in more trouble than he thought he was. Doesn't have Snowball, he's only level 2, and nothing to say, gives up the chase. But bottom lane, Y gets the kill onto Chalice.
Yeah, Lich PA is a very strong lane. X-Nova's actually sitting in the middle right now. Potentially trying to set up for a kill there. But you can see the struggle is starting to get real for nothing to say.
Yeah, and I guess he had 2 opportunities to kind of get kills to stabilize his lane a little bit, but he doesn't get that opportunity.
Yeah, he would have had to dive a little bit too deep. Didn't really feel comfortable doing it.
God King, is it still the early ads?
Yeah, Axe is a necessity on a hero. Or they're going middle again.
Searing Chains, they've got the Inkswell,
He's dead.
and that'll pop. So this will be a kill for nothing to say, and that's what they were really looking for. The last time they went for it, it was a little bit too deep. This time, very easy. Side of Searing Chains makes it very easy for him. 1-1-3 build.
The combo's so strong. Grimstroke plus Ember Spirit with the Flame Guard. So much DOT damage, stun. too much to handle for SF. And even in a lane where he's like super favored, he's now losing just because he's so fragile.
He feels very fragile. Swashbuckle just to get away here from the Venge. Why still putting some damage out onto Chalice, even though he's got the Scorched Earth, and he'll pop a salve of his own. He's gone 2-1-1, so he's got the level on the Sinister Gaze, which with a Soulbind, and maybe you get a lot of control out of this, out of these team fights. Double Chain Frost, double Sinister Gaze,
double Phantom,
and double Phantom's Embrace.
That's double dagger, I guess.
Yeah.
Or 6 daggers even, if he's 25. That's pretty cool.
That's away for now. He's running for this, and we'll go why. But he's got the shield, and now Chalice is the one who's getting turned on. X-Nova's still trying to get the kill here on the wide.
Have to be careful.
All the way through. We got the tag team with the Sinister Gaze. The damage coming out. X-Nova's probably going to give up his life for this. It's a double kill for the Grimstroke, and they want more. Stroke of Fate comes in. Jinkyu has Inkswell in 7 seconds.
He has no boots, he's dead too.
He's got shards, which does put Ame on the other side, but a triple kill for Jinkyu. Okay. He comes out on top for sure. And all of a sudden,
somehow he always gets all the money.
He gets all the big money.
Always. Somehow.
The big cash.
Is it even fair at this point? The guy is just pooping money. Even Vanguard onto the Pangoli actually. Against the physical damage makes a lot of sense. Maybe even going to the Crimson Guard later.
Bounty.
Deep ward plays down by, I believe, X-Nova in the lane.
Yeah, couldn't make the best use of it just yet though. Yep. Okay, bottom we see PA running in again with the Inkswell. Shinkyu's there again. 3 and dead. Almost being in, but they should just be able to run away. But they're not running away, so why is he selling himself? He's gonna die.
Radiant's middle tower is
But
under
he
attack.
makes it out no problem on Ame.
Seems like an
Rolling
easy
Thunder
kill.
top as well.
Yeah, they want to get the
say.
kill on the God King.
Ooh,
Swap
unlucky for
used.
chains.
But, ooh, Swashbuckle, big damage. Faith Beyond getting the kill there on the God King, looking over at Felix, who's come over. He's got Snowball. He doesn't have shards, so
Fortified.
Still no
his ways of
boots.
escape are very low and limited, but Faith Beyond sticking with him, ramming him forward. Searing Chains goes into the tag team, and Nothing to Say gets a killing spree out of this.
Yeah, Sumner's got 2 pretty important kills though. He killed the Lich, and also got the big 3 of the Xingqiu. So he's now sitting at the top of the net worth.
Yeah, all of a sudden he makes that jump up, and it looked like they were just going to give away the Lich, but instead Jinkyu dies too.
Yeah, and he's now tipping bottom on the God King. Trying to just pressure a bit, but he's not feeling super comfortable on God King right now.
Does that fight go well for him?
Yeah. He can definitely bully out the PA, especially with all the stuns that he has. Like, Venge right now is really strong, and as a carry Venge, you're almost guaranteed to get into your Axe Scepter relatively early, which is really the massive power spike.
And he's got the early Blade of Alacrity. Ame going the other way. They've got the smoke coming out from Grimstroke as well as the Ember, and they're going to try and go bottom. Why? He'll be spotted. And the Magic Missile comes in. The Remnant forward. They're looking for God
got
King.
Doom.
Second with the Sinister Gaze. They've got the Doom. They have the swap. They're trying to keep up with God King. And Somnus coming around. Chalice getting a little bit low. You need to be careful here on the Ember to survive the Doom. The Requiem comes out. Chalice ends up dead, but the Raze is there to get the kill, and Nothing to Say. Chain Frost stop thanks to the Snowball. Now with the Razes, they've got the Shield Crash, the Swashbuckle. It does a decent amount of damage. Jinkyu's trying to survive here, but he'll end up falling.
Where's Ame though?
And Faith Beyond now needs to run. They're going to bring
Ame's
in
coming in
Ame
now.
very late, and Somnus just TPs out. They'll look over for God King and not get either. Ame just well late to that fight. And that allows RNG to take a massive advantage out of it.
If Armin's there a bit earlier, he would kill both the cores pretty easily. There was definitely a little misplay. We have seen it in the past where Armin just doesn't really want to have anything to do with the game that early on. But you know, sometimes when such a situation presents itself, you have to make use of that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If he's there a second earlier, I think he gets so much more out of that, and that is just not what I expect
It's
from
always the thing in Dota, though. You know, like you are just 1 second late, you don't get the kill, now you're in a zone you don't really want to be at. So it's double bad for you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, how is nothing to say looking almost into his Maelstrom.
He's far behind though. He's 2,000 gold behind Somnus.
Yeah, that's to be expected. The matchup is really, really bad for Ember. And SF just generally farms much faster than Ember does.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Mine
under
too.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
The big savior of the Radiant team, who will it have to be?
At
Probably
least for
Faith
now, Faith Beyond, until Ame is much more farmed up. He's going Battle Fury after this Orb of Corrosion, which
Dire's top
I'm a little
tower is
worried
under
about.
attack.
Yeah, we've seen him do that quite a bit. He likes his upper rolls on PA.
Control out onto the Tusk. But he ends up surviving. He gets the Phantom's Embrace off of himself, which allows for retaliation. Soulbind comes in on a challenge. That'll leash him up over
What's
to
the big
the
Chain Frost?
Treehouse. Double Chain Frost. Gonna get 2. And now they look over at Somnus. He's got double damage, but well, they have the proper rolls, and they look to get the kill. The Requiem. It's there. Oh my god. He'll turn it with a sliver of health. And then the swap. Nothing to say, still trying to get the kill here on a Somnus. There's the slight. 20 health. Remnant forward.
He
The
doesn't
right
mana.
signal raises. Oh no.
Nothing to say, misplayed that a lot. Like he was so scared of the Requiem, just never walking in to hit him. And it pays dearly for it. Oh, this SF is going absolutely ham right now.
Watch this replay again. And it starts
just
with
look at
them
nothing
going
to
for
say.
the Tusk.
The double chain force was wonderful. Like it completely crushed the team fight. But then after, just look at the movement of both Ember and Somnus.
He
Now look at
just
that.
gets that Chain Frost off too.
Yeah.
And then
Now look how
Somnus survives
scared the
with
Ember is.
little
Like,
health
why is he so
twice.
scared, you know? Just walk in and hit him.
Yeah.
Gets the Requiem off. They both get
Radiant's
feared.
middle tower
Gets the
is
first
under
kill.
attack.
He tries to like kind of skittle after him. It doesn't really work.
And now
Brutal.
it puts LGD in such a rough spot.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Ember still has his Maelstrom, so he won't be falling super far behind. And throughout it all, PA has still been farming, so it's not all lost or
Radiant
anything like that.
structures
That's
are
another one of
fortified.
those if PA just kind of shows up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
And
The saving
linger
grace
into
is
some
though that
kills.
Doom never skilled Devour high up early on. So his net is super high. Like if he was rocking a Midas and full Devour, this game would look really grim right now.
Yeah, but instead he's skipping the Midas, going into the BKB early, and Shiva's next.
Oh!
Look to get the Venge. They've got the Inkswell popping. God King in some trouble and falls to nothing to say. So he does finally get something, but that's more of what we've seen. Like RNG, they're not too hurt by that. I guess
Yeah,
it
but you
sucks
don't
to
wanna
lose
die
your
before your
Venge,
timing.
and yeah, you want to get the Sags, which he's getting really close to, but at the same time, Somnus is rocking and rolling.
He is, but again, he's an SF. He has his BKB now, which is gonna make him super strong in all of his team fights. But an SF is an SF. He's very fragile, so.
Almighty money.
Ame almost having the Battle Fury. Still 1,000 gold away, though.
Yeah, very late again.
Dire's top
I'm really
tower
not
is
liking this
under
Orb of
attack.
Corrosion every game, to be honest.
Especially if you're not going to fight. But he does have 6 assists. Like, it wasn't like he's done nothing, but there have been 2 crucial fights where he could have shown up and made something happen. Faith Beyond, by the way, going Arcane Boots, Vanguard Blink.
Yeah, pretty good game.
Drum, Snowball, we spotted the Walrus Punch, and Frost was used, so, and that's out of his hands,
But
and they'll get the kill on a God King. They've got 3 heroes, but Somnus is coming in, and the damage onto Tinku won't be enough, and they get out. So you do get that one kill on a God King. They don't lose anything really important except for Y. But he does use the Chain Frost, and that's something that you kind of want to have. They've shown the power already of the double Chain Frost.
Yeah, they have, and the trade is definitely favorable for LGD. God King dies again just before his axe. It's the 2nd time already. Like, he should have already had it at this point.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take the mid tier 1.
Easy.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And I'm 100 gold away from finishing off the Battle Fury. Just needs this creep, and he should have it.
Top tower is under
So he'll have that coming out. They do spot that these heroes are up in the top lane. The smoke's going to break on Felix, who will probably go immediately into the Snowball. That's what he wants. There's no Chain Frost to follow this up. They've got the Phantom's Embrace, but here comes the Overgrowth. They get the kill on a Y. They look over as the Rolling Thunder's still going. They need to get out of this one. We've got the Battle Fury delivered. They've got Somnus now. 9-2-2.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, he's hitting very hard and very fast.
Is under attack.
Curious to see what item he goes next for. Maybe the Silver Edge? Or just straight the MKB? Or maybe just the Skadi? Lots of very attractive choices. Top tower gone as well. And Roshan is pretty quick with their lineup, so it's probably what they're going to be looking at next. God King finally finishes his axe as well, so he won't mind dying at all.
The pings come out. Soulbind is 50 seconds away. Chain Frost is a good spell to use while they're all in the pit, but they need to get there quick enough. X-Nova does not have the Overgrowth. They have a Requiem, though, if this fight doesn't go their way. And they'll look for the Ink Swell. Faith Beyond doomed immediately, and he just goes right into a Requiem. They've done a little bit of damage here on a Felix, but they can't get anything more. This is not what they wanted at all, but the Chain Frost comes in. That bounces only once. They get the kill on a God King, but he's got the Axe. So that means he's got the abilities to make this pretty painful if he finds the right positioning. And now Ame trying to go and fight to get the kill on a Felix. They'll cover X-Nova, but they don't have the damage. Ame in some trouble. They'll take out X-Nova. The Snowball comes in. They get the kill on Ame, and they still have 3 alive. They bought back on the Tusk to make sure that they had 3 for that, and they can TP into the tier 1 tower. This is now Somnus probably getting a +1. Although I say that, the stun comes out. Do they have anything to go with this? The stroke, Somnus. Oh, just keeping that Aegis.
Yeah, and it's going to Soul Caress as well, just to amplify the entire team's damage. And this time Armor joins just after finishing his Battle Fury, but he dies again. His decision making and when to join and not join fights this game has been a little bit off. Pretty uncharacteristic for him.
BKB now finished for the Doom.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of good items.
Brigand's Blade there for Ame.
Yeah, a really good item for the PA.
And a Bullwhip.
Ooh, they're just narrowly missing on that. God King again.
God King. Chalice, he doesn't have Doom. They have the damage to get the kill here. And the follow-up on the illusion.
God King is having a rough game. He has to be careful so he doesn't get demoted to a support at some point. Oh, Ame again, you can't die here.
Faith Beyond, swashbuckle forward. They've got the Soulbind, they've got the Chain Frost. It'll start to bounce around. But it's not doing a lot of damage with the BKBs. They look to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. He survives for a while, eventually drops, getting the swashbuckle out, but they get the kill there on a Felix. Remnant forward, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain.
They're
no longer existing. Now they've got themselves a Sinister Gaze. They lock up Chalice. They get the Aegis out of the hands of this Shadow Fiend. So Somnus in trouble. He'll try to get the Requiem. Oh, the damage on the Ame!
Wait, surely not?
So low. Does he die here? Yes, he does. They've got the raises. They'll get the kill. The Magic Missile, the turnaround for RNG. They finish off Y. They look over at Jinku. Somnus He's stunned, but it doesn't matter. They've got God King.
Man, they're so sloppy with letting him just ulti like that. Both heroes just in melee range. What do they expect to happen? Like, that fight should have gone 5-0 for LGD. They should have given them the advantage. You know, you get the kill on the SF, on the PA, you're suddenly almost top 1 net worth. But Sumner survives again on the skin of his teeth.
Yeah.
By the skin of his teeth.
And he gets the Requiem off. And it just, I don't know what Phantom Assassin's expecting. I don't know what Ame wants in that spot. Right next to where the Requiem is going.
And did they think they had like a silence ready or something? Cause nothing to say, same thing. He was just right-clicking him. Well, still a pretty good fight though, all things considered. And it just shows you how fragile SF is, with all these items still.
Yeah.
He outputs a lot of damage, but...
They got the BKB out early from both Doom and Shadow Fiend. The Chain Frosts were bouncing around, and they ended up getting the kill there on the Felix, but after the BKB duration, I thought that, yeah, like you said, that should have been an easy fight.
It should have been. They just didn't communicate that they didn't have sounds ready or whatever. Yeah, nothing to say, just pushing out the bot lane.
Getting chased.
With a lot of
this
damage.
Is a problem. Nothing to say.
Oh, they know where to render
Remnant,
this.
and they know exactly where it is, but the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains locking up Chalice as well as God King,
Dire's middle
or
tower
just the
is under
Searing
attack.
Chains.
He was quick on his fingers there. Could have potentially gotten doomed.
Chained in searing heat.
Still just the 2K lead. Like, there certainly is the opportunity and the avenue for LGD to come back. And I think it definitely has to start with Somnus going down.
Yeah, and he can go down so quickly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But he's
Radiant's bottom
itemizing it
tower
purely
is
into
under
damage. You can
attack.
see how much damage he deals. Like, the tower is dying so fast.
Structures are
That's pretty much
falling.
already gone. You just looked at it and
Dire's
it's
middle
gone.
tower is under attack.
Looking at it sideways. Got the Deso.
Radiant's bottom tower
Now.
has fallen.
For the dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He went into the shards right away.
Skullbind, but to attach to who? Finally attaches over onto Chalice, but late in the duration. They had the Chain Frost ready to go, but now they don't have that double bounce on the Chain Frost, which was doing so much damage for them. They placed the obs down. You've got Ame farming the
Ember
top
and Pierre
lane.
just farming.
Yeah, they're letting this tier 3 and the Ceterax go down.
Nothing to say. Where you at?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks.
This is a bit of a late reaction. They're going to go for this, though. They're going to look for the Ink Sword to pop. They get the kill here out onto God King. The Requiem comes down. The BKB's been popped here by Ame. Swap once again. They get the kill on a Chalice Skull Felix. They've looked over at Y. They take out Somnus. Ame with the Ultra kill. All of a sudden, he'll go for the illusion. That doesn't count as a rampage, Ame. It would have had to be the kill out onto X Nova, which he can still get. He's going to blink over and find himself X Nova and
It
get
had to be the crit.
rampage.
It had to be the crit. Well, yeah, I think RNG is really in trouble now.
We were wondering when they would show up, and all of a sudden Ame does and crits out the wazoo.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
gets a rampage.
It was still a pretty big mistake for Nothing to Say to not be present. So they almost lost the Rex. They didn't even lose the Rex, luckily. It was like super low health. But SF lineups like this, now you're really in trouble. You had this one massive timing. What's next for you?
Oh, God King.
Well, God King is next on you. The topping board again. He died 7 times already. Highest deaths in his team. I mean, Venge is a suicidal hero, but you know, most of his deaths have been for nothing really.
Yeah, they really haven't turned into anything at all.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And
Yeah.
Ame closing in on the Scotty. So, and they have the Ags available on ThinQ now too. So he's gonna throw that out right onto, I believe, Somnus.
Oh, the Dark
Ooh,
Portrait.
New item. Boots of Bearing coming through for the Doom. And he's got phase boots.
They're going all in on this strat.
So double boots. Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Well, LGD find a way back into the game, as they oftentimes seem to be able to do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In a
they're
situation
waiting
like
for
that,
Roche.
making it feel very strong.
God
God
King
King
again.
Inkswell roll up. There's the kill. And they're going to take care of the illusion again very quickly. This Ags was not fast, and this Ags has proven to be very poor for them. Doom out. The BKB's been popped here by Ame. Ame now backing up towards his team. He's going to need a little bit of help. They've come over side of his Searing Chains as well as the Phantom's Embrace out onto the Tusk. Doom only lasting for a couple more seconds. They've got the Soulbind. There's the Snowball to avoid the onslaught of the Remnant forward. The Soulbind connects him over to Chalice. They've got the Swashbuckler. They kill Next Nova. Ame gets credit for that one with the BKB being popped by Somnus. But there's the Dark Fortress doing the damage and getting the kill on Chalice. And they'll take out Somnus. Another full team wipe for LGD.
Yeah, this game is just nearing its completion.
It's
Unfortunately.
crumbled fast.
Oh, the Dark Portrait on the SF though, it's so impactful. It gives the aura.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The SF just died so fast when PA jumped on him. Did you see that? He's been crushed. You don't even need your own death, so if you have SFs. The Dark Portrait this game is super game winning. Because the only farmed hero is really Somnus. You make a portrait of him, you turn the entire minus armor against him.
Yeah.
And this game, honestly, I don't know what they do now. Like we spoke about it in the draft. If your Venge falls behind, there's 0 ways for him back into the game. He died 8 times.
I mean, CQ almost
do you
has
do?
more gold than him. He's got the shard now too, which is that upgrade of the Inkswell,
Dire's
giving him the
bottom
heal.
tower is under attack.
and then giving him the strong dispel.
Yeah. Well, now it's just waiting for Roshan, and they need to win at Roshan. A fight at Roshan, RNG does. Maybe with a big overgrowth. They don't have Doom in time though.
It's down for 47 more seconds. It'll be on cooldown for another 30 when Roche is back up. BKB popped early. They've got themselves the Soulbind, and now they're going to come through with the Rolling Thunder. The damage on the God King. The double Stifling Dagger. Oh, Ame with a double kill. He will swap himself, try to get out with this illusion, but X-Nova, he'll go down to Faith Beyond. They look over for this illusion. They're trying to make sure that God King has no experience. It may not be the Gwen experience, certainly no experience. And, well, from there, they can just go into Roche.
Yeah. Ah, the armor PA again. I know, he just has like a crit button. And whenever he needs them, they just come.
Yeah.
Well, this Roshan is very free. There's nothing I can do about it. And this one has a shot as well, which probably goes to Phantom Assassin. And then he will build it into the Acceptor as well.
Fan of Knives.
Yeah.
SF with Chalice, with Felix getting the kill there, out on a nothing to say. It's
No
a
buyback on him.
5-time spree, and yeah, he's got no buyback.
The high ground is gonna get threatened here. Or maybe not. They're probably super afraid of this Aegis PA. Yeah. You don't really want to fight into this at all.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They're TPing back towards bottom just in case. Ooh, okay, Wide also buys Boots of Bearing.
Yeah. No double boots for him though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm a 1,200 gold away from getting himself to the Ags. They're going to smoke as 4 because they don't have nothing to say still.
He's dead for a long time. They probably just want to regain the outpost.
Got it.
Good snowball, but since
But
the
they
case,
got him. Nowhere for him to go. Easy kill for Xingqiu again. As he does use that Dark Portrait. And he is 9, 5, and 22.
Has been killed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his Grimstroke is really good. We've seen it in the past already
Dire's
as well.
bottom tower
He
is
just
under
reached level
attack.
18 too, which means his ult only has a 50 seconds cooldown now.
And it's an
Dire's
8-second
bottom
duration,
tower
giving
has
more
fallen.
time for Y to throw the double Chain Frost.
Yeah, at this point the double dagger might be even more impactful if one of them crits.
Both of them
Dire's
could
bottom
crit.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, or 25. We got 6 daggers.
Phantom Assassin has the Ags.
Okay, M can be completed. This is the last fight you have as RNG. If you lose this fight, the game is over.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Or he's
has
so
fallen.
survivable at this point as well.
With the Ags, it feels like he could just blur and Phantom Knives, go in and out,
Yeah.
find the proper movements.
That is.
God King TPing all the way back.
Does he have his Manta yet? No.
Smoke. I think this is a last ditch smoke, probably from RNG.
Radiant
They might just want to wait at the Aegis first. They should know that they're in the high
That's 2
ground
minutes
now.
left. And the Ag's on nothing to say too. He's really recovered. It felt like he had a tough time early.
He did. Now he's ahead of the SF. And Doom finally picked up his Blink Dagger. It's been so long. This is the problem if you don't go for the Midas on the Doom. You really fall off.
Yeah, he doesn't really get that gold to spend and buff up the team or buff himself up and get him to a point where he is, I would say, viable in these fights. Still, though,
Yeah.
for the PA, another minute 20 on this Aegis. They are standing on the high ground here for RNG, but God King, if you get out a little bit too far, Rolling Thunder and a Blink Dagger could be in your future. You are finding yourself maybe a little bit too comfortable, and even that point out of the base is a little bit far.
Finally gets the hands on his Manta Cell though. Don't know how impactful it will be, but finally a boost for him.
True.
He's only sitting on 2 damage on the Desolator. So once he picked it up, they actually only got 1 kill since then.
Never feels good.
Or 2 assists.
Or 2 assists. Or not, because it might be bugged as we've seen last game.
Really tough for RNG. They were holding on to a 2-3k lead throughout the game, and then all of a sudden it just bottoms out real hard.
Yeah, and they're not in a rush on LGD. Like, their scaling is just way better. They have the Dark Portrait to turn SF against himself.
And they don't even mind to get the Lincolns here on Phantom Assassin to make sure that the Doom gets blocked out, and they are going to 5-man smoke eventually.
Yeah, Aegis is out, but this is really obvious. They haven't shown in any lane for quite a while.
Dire are scanning.
They are over mid, and RNG are aware of this. They're going to try and make a desperation move, but if 5-man smoke comes out, the smokes do end up breaking. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. Now they've got the Stifling Dagger. The Soulbind was already used. It's only going to last for 3 more seconds. Doesn't connect anywhere until the end. And they've got the Rolling Thunder. So they have the Remnant in. They go to the Sleight of Fist. They've got themselves hitting these heroes up into the air with the Rolling Thunder. They put God King in a little bit of trouble. They get the kill for Ame. Now they've got the Sinister Gaze on the Illusion. They take out Felix. They take out X-Nova. 3 heroes without buyback. The right click's coming in with Summon's popping the BKB, but they've got the Lotus Orb, and it reflects the Doom back onto Chalice. The Remnant forward, looking to Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains Chalice, and they do find him. They will get the kill. 4 heroes gone on the side of RNG, and LGD lose nothing. They Lotus Orb the Doom. They call GG on RNG, and LGD will take game number 1 over Royal Never Give Up.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower has fallen. LGD victory.
Yeah. We spoke about it in the draft, how if you don't complete the snowball. Honestly, even Somnus, like, he got away with murder, like, way too many times. Like, LGD played that early mid-game really sloppy. He should have died at least twice, but he died
Right.
0 times. And even with that snowball, they still absolutely get crushed. Just because it's so much easier to execute for LGD.
Yeah.
You know, it was
It
very
seems
simple
so
for
easy
them.
for them.
That one team fight, sure, all the kills go to Armor, which is perfect for LGD. He gets like 2.5k gold from that fight, like almost directly into his next item. But yeah, you lose one fight like that, game is over. There's literally nothing you can do to recover. God King died 10 times. That's ridiculous.